What you made of Pogba's performance? Look, we all know his first half was pretty poor. Poor, in fact, because he just kept giving the ball away. When Matic came on, he was pushed further up the field. He was allowed to get involved higher up the pitch. What do you make of his inconsistent performances? Do you think it's solely down to him? Do you think it's down to the midfield around him? Is he asked to do too much? Is he trying to do too much?
It's definitely the midfield around him. I mean, he can offer more. I think 90 million, obviously, he's got to offer more. But I mean, you look around, he's got McTominay and Pereira. I mean, they're trash, let's be honest.
You don't think they were good enough?
No, I don't. I mean, McTominay's okay. He's a bit huff and puff at times, but he's decent. I mean, he's not a United player personally, but most of them aren't. Yeah, let's be honest, Lingard, not a United player. James, obviously, work in progress. Pereira, just, I mean, I think it speaks for himself, really. We need strength in that midfield. We should have gone for Bruno Fernandes, and he's off to Real Madrid now. Let's hope Pogba's not off to Real Madrid as well.
That's kind of good for us, I suppose. Some would say it's not. Anyone else want to add anything while we're here? Say that again.
Neves.
Are we really? Would he want to leave Wolves? Is the problem right now?
I know, but I think if United come calling, he would. I think if United come calling, he would go to United, don't you?
I don't know, because Wolves have like big bucks and big owners at the moment, and it's all that whole Portuguese thing, and it sounds mad that I'm considering the fact that someone might not leave Wolves to come to Man United. What do you make of it?
Adam, I just want to say that I think United fans are really confused about what they want. No, honestly, because bang on about youth and the mercenaries that we are, and we're getting rid of them, and you've got to give them time. You've got to. It's a work in progress.
You think this inconsistency has to be expected?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I mean, what do you want? Are you not pleased with James? And
I wanted a little bit more in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with the players that have departed. I mean, but I'm well aware that we haven't got enough in the squad, and this is going to happen.
Lukaku and Sanchez, when they've been here, they've not done it for us.
Yeah, Alexis, I don't care about it.
Look at I'm glad they've gone like Lukaku. He'd bang in the third and the fourth goal. How many times was he getting as a winners? It's good.
Are you surprised Greenwood didn't start today then? Because surely this was a game for him. Away from home, Southampton have to come out a little bit. There's spacing behind.
Well,
Lingard.
It's a lot of pressure on him, isn't it? I mean, He came on. I thought he made a difference. He nearly won it. So. Do
you think Solskjaer's subs come a bit too late? Does he think everyone's like him and only needs a minute?
Yeah, you probably got a point. Yeah.
Like, I felt Crystal Palace Mata came on too late. I felt today Mata went off too early when he was one of our best players, and then Greenwood should have come on earlier, I felt.
I mean, the biggest disappointment is the last 3 games. They're probably 3 games we should have won. I mean, Wolves, we dominated. We should have beat them. Palace, I feel as if we got the goal, the penalty, we'd have won that game. And today it's a missed opportunity. But I think United fans have got to be patient. Just got to be patient.
Where are we finishing the season?
We're going to win it.
Really?
Win the battle for top 6.
Win what?
I don't know. I've got no expectations.
What's the target?
Top 4, isn't it? It's got to be top 4. Has to be top 4.
I'm here with loads of Reds outside St Mary's. We're all having a little discussion. You want to add anything to the debate we've just had? You said we've got to get used to it.
What we've seen tonight is absolute dogs. We are absolute. We're done.
Did you think we've got to expect the season like this while Ollie builds something, or have we not got time for that?
Ollie's building, yeah, and fair enough, everyone's going or whatever, we're cutting loose. But what we have seen tonight as fans, not good enough. Terrible. Absolute.
Anything you want to add?
You got to admit, like, it's Southampton. They were struggling to stay in the league last season. Like, we come down here, we draw 1-1. It's not really good enough against a team that's struggling to stay in the league.
10 men for the last 20 years.
Exactly. We're struggling to beat a team that struggled to stay in the league. Like, it's not good enough. Like, you can't.
What do you make of the fact that whenever teams sit back, obviously Southampton when they went down to 10 men, during the game against Crystal Palace, when they sat back, we just can't break teams down.
I mean, what are we supposed to do? It's almost like we haven't got a plan B. It's almost like we're stuck to one plan. It's like, oh, what do we do?
We should be fucking. Sorry. We should be squeezing them teams. We should be wringing them out like a fucking cloth. We should be taking
honestly, like
taking them to the cleaners and cleaning it up and getting the 3 points and going on to the next game, next result.
And the fixtures after this are quite difficult as well.
Right, who have we got next?
Leicester at home. We got Arsenal.
Leicester at home. I'll tell you what. We play like we did today. We will struggle. we will struggle against Leicester at home. That's saying something.
You'll struggle with that team. There's too many weak players in the team. It's just not good enough for Man United. There's too many.
Not enough players. There's too many prima donnas and not enough players that actually want, love, and want to play.
Do you think that's what Ollie's trying to do right now? Because we're seeing the likes of Sanchez has gone, Lukaku's gone.
Ollie.
I really think we should have.
Sanchez?
We're bringing on Greenwood. I mean, come on.
I agree with this killer.
He's got a boy's body. If you look at him, he's a good player.
I think Ollie is trying to build, and Sanchez is one player. Whether you like it or not, lads, I don't care about any of you lot.
We might as well just keep him. We're going to pay his.
Maybe he was that bad around camp that.
I mean, that's something we don't know. He looks like he's a hard worker. I mean, we don't know that. But I mean, if you're bringing on a 17-year-old, I mean, it reminds me of that year under Van Gaal. Remember, we had no strikers and we fucking struggled. And it looks like that as well. The problem is we haven't got.
We've not got a striker.
It's kill off teams. We did well in that first up. We don't have the quality.
Everyone's got to ask a question. Why is Sanchez gone, or why have we not?
Sanchez is gone because he was awful. The problem is we never replaced him.
At the end of the day, mate, we've taken 2 points from Wolves, Palace and Southampton. That ain't good enough, is it?
It's not. It's terrible.
You can't blame the players. Something's going on, isn't it?
Can't blame the players.
Some you can, like people are walking around not giving a shit, but.
Do you think the lack of support from the board is something?
Men, James is going at him. No, we ain't got a striker going in attacking the ball. He's putting balls in. No one's attacking it.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
And Bazaka as well. Bazaka's putting the balls in, and there's no one there.
Nobody attacking. Nobody. We all got is Dan James. Dan James, everything for the moment.
Someone's got to stand up for the club and be accounted for, and they've got to stand and they've say, "See this on the chest? This is what it means. Play for the badge, and not for the name. Do not play for the money. Play for the love, and not the glory. Play for the club."
Trouble is, there are not many players now you can see that play for the fucking badge on the front. They play for the name on the back.
It's that simple though, because when we look at the results as well, the results even last season, this season haven't been great.
What can you say? Like last season, last 2 games, we're drawing to Huddersfield and we're losing to Cardiff. This season, we won against 4-0 against Chelsea. Brilliant start. We drew to Wolves away. It's an all right. It's not a bad result, is it? To be fair, but then you go and lose to Palace at home. That's a game that everyone can agree we should be winning. Down here, we should be beating Southampton away. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's Southampton. They struggled to stay in the league like last couple of seasons. We should be beating them.
Should be. All right, legend. Thank you.